Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
A West Fargo school teacher accused of sex-related crimes with students has been let go from her teaching position.
37-year-old Shannon Mosier is being charged with luring a minor and sex-related crimes. Sources close to this investigation say that Mosier would go to the homes of the juvenile males and send nude photos and sexually explicit videos to the boys. Mosier had been a teacher at Liberty Middle School in West Fargo since the 2016-2017 school year.
Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall has more on this developing story. Veronica?
Tonight, the West Fargo School Board officially accepted Shannon Mosier's resignation. Mosier was a science teacher at Liberty Middle School. Now, she's in Cass County Jail. The accusations may be surprising to us, but to some of her former students, this was a long time coming. They tell me she would get physically playful with students. She didn't act her age, and they say Mosier shared personal stories that weren't appropriate for children. We attempted to reach out to her family for a comment and to hear her side of the story, but no one answered the door. An anonymous tip launched the month-long investigation. Now, charges have been filed against Mosier, who's accused of sex-related crimes with two boys between the ages of 14 and 16. She's set to be arraigned in court tomorrow morning. Andrea?
The case is still active, and West Fargo police urge anyone with information to come forward.
The West Fargo School Board also approved school boundary changes tonight that would go along with the new schools that will be built if voters approve an upcoming bond referendum. The zones for the new middle school and high school would be set to include the areas south of 40th Avenue South on the west side of the Cheyenne River and south of 52nd Avenue South on the east side of the river. It would include elementary attendance areas for neighborhoods surrounding Legacy Elementary School, the Deer Creek neighborhood, and Horace.
More details are being released of an incident where a registered sex offender made his way into a Minnesota woman's home with a gun, kidnapped her, and then led officers on a high-speed chase. Police say 39-year-old Anthony Ranclev of Pelican Rapids forcibly took 34-year-old Amber Simonson from her home and left in his pickup. Officers were able to stop Ranclev and rescue Simonson. She was taken to Sanford Hospital to be reunited with her family and receive medical attention. Anthony Ranclev was released early from jail last month. He was eligible to be released and would not have to be under any supervision. Court documents state that in 2007, police arrested Ranclev after he kidnapped a woman, put a mask over her face, and brought her to a wooded area where he sexually assaulted her. Ranclev was sentenced to 16 years in prison and, as we said, was released early. Ranclev is expected to be in court tomorrow morning. Police say they are looking to see if he was stalking Simonson or if this was a random attack.
A little breezy out there tonight, but otherwise nothing really to worry about. Let's find out from Hutch whether that's going to continue throughout the evening. Hutch?
Yeah, that's about all we have to worry about, and the winds are actually tapering off considerably. Temperatures still in the 60s, lower 60s in Bemidji this hour. As we take a look at the satellite and radar, there is nothing within distance of impact for our area tonight. So as we head to bed, very quiet conditions. We will slip down into those comfortable 50s overnight with a light west breeze, and Grand Forks will be in the mid-50s by the time we get towards daybreak tomorrow morning. It does look like one more day in the 80s before some significant change heads our way. Mike, I'll have details on rain, thunder, and much cooler air in our forecast here in a few moments.
Cooler in July?
In July, yes.
All right, thanks.
You bet.
The internet has its newest viral challenge. People are dancing to the song In My Feelings by the famous rapper Drake. However, people are taking it a few steps further and getting creative.
Valley News Team's Katie Opperley looked into the new trend and how it could spell trouble.
It's popping up all over the internet. People are doing a signature dance to the new Drake song In My Feelings. It's the newest challenge for 2018. Even people in the Valley are taking notice of the growing trend.
It is everywhere right now. Currently, I see it every time I go on Instagram. It's all over.
Catherine Lim says all of her friends are doing it.
I've seen some whenever I see people on my feed that went to the state fair. A lot of people are doing it with that.
So it's no surprise some challenge videos have millions of views. Unfortunately, this challenge is taking a dangerous turn as people go all out for their videos. There have been injuries across the United States from people jumping out of moving vehicles to perform the dance.
It's unsafe and against the law to jump out of a moving vehicle, especially for that driver. You can be charged with reckless driving.
It's not only dangerous, you're breaking the law, and that can cost a pretty penny.
It is a $500 fine in reckless driving if you were to jump out of your vehicle during this challenge while it's moving, whether it's going a mile or 2 or 5 miles an hour, doesn't matter how fast it is.
So next time you break out the dance moves, play it safe and follow the law. In Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
The challenge has been seen on multiple occasions without jumping out of a moving vehicle. Officials say the challenge is not worth breaking the law and possibly injuring yourself or others.
North Dakota's Game and Fish Department is asking anglers to keep hold of their fish if they're caught more than 25 feet below the surface. Scott Gangle says catch and release is often encouraged under the right conditions. However, fish caught from deep water likely will not survive because of the extreme change in water pressure. Gangle says this is especially common this time of year at Lake Sakakawea. Anglers are also reminded that once they hit their limit, to stop fishing.
Vice President Mike Pence will be in Grand Forks on Wednesday. He will get a briefing on the Grand Forks Air Force Base and plans to visit with airmen there. He will also be campaigning for Congressman Kevin Cramer, who of course is challenging U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp for her seat. The Vice President will be speaking around 4:45 in the afternoon. We'll be live streaming the speech on valleynewslive.com and on our Facebook page.
We have another recall for you tonight, and this one involves goldfish crackers. Pepperidge Farm says the whey powder in a seasoning that's applied to 4 varieties of goldfish crackers is being recalled because of salmonella concerns. No illnesses have been reported, and no other Pepperidge Farm products are included in this recall. Because there are 4 varieties, though, and a lot of different sell-by dates and UPC codes, we encourage you to go to our website to see all the details. ValleyNewsLive.com. Just click on this story.
As if finding out you have cancer isn't enough, now you have to figure out how to pay for it. And some say your doctor should be giving you a heads up.
And are you eating enough heart-healthy foods? Which ones do the best job? Up next.